Blessings, Taurus. This is your reading for March of 2024. So, this is for anybody that is a Taurus or those that are looking to tap in to the communicator or the connector. We are truly ascending astrology. All right, let's go ahead and pull up your first card here. All right, so you're starting with the 3. And this is a higher level of the 3. And this is also the space of what you're aware of. So you're extremely focused on creating something in a new, innovative way. I'm really feeling that you're starting to tap into what it is to be in creation of something without constantly going to your programming. Another way of saying this is that you're starting to create something without focusing or relying on the intellect to get you there. And this focus is starting to create a beautiful pattern. And in this pattern, you're feeling very, very connected to that source frequency. So, what I'm feeling in this is that it's something, this is an experience that it's almost like you had to go through what it was to try to create something by projecting emotion or projecting consciousness or projecting your intention more through the mind. And now you're starting to have an understanding of what it is to create something through the intelligence or through source and bypassing the programming of the mind. Okay, let's leave it at that and we'll see what else is coming through. Okay, so then we're getting the 8, which is abundance, it's flow, synchronicities. But in the avatar space, it's the magician or the manifester. So I am really feeling with this 3 and the 8, and also if you add those together, it's the 11. So this is very much focusing on where are you creating from? Am I creating through my programming or am I creating through the intelligence? And you're starting to understand on a knowing level, like the knowing within your bones. It's like the knowing within your soul, what it is to be a creator, to be the magician, to be the manifester through the frequency of source. I'm going to leave it there and we'll go on. Okay, so what's being reflected back to you? What I was seeing here, it was almost like this boomerang effect. So as you're putting out these frequencies of being in creation and flow and synchronicity and really starting to understand the intelligence of the manifester through the frequency of source, it's things are just coming to you very easily. So the things that you're needing just show up. That's what I'm getting here. So I'm just going to leave it at that because I really see this boomerang thing. So as you're holding your consciousness here, the reflection is just bringing you exactly what you're needing, which is creating a lot of momentum and change. Let's see what DMT code. Okay, that is creating new form. Okay, let me just feel into this. So I love the 4 and the 5 together because new form, like to not create attachments and outcome and to start to create looping cycles, we always have to up level what it is. And we're not doing it with our mind. We're letting the intelligence show us what it is beyond what we can see, right? And this reflection is showing that you're getting that, right? You're getting it on an embodiment level. You haven't mastered it yet, but just like this one up here, you're starting to understand what it is to be in creation as the manifester of source, or the magician within source, which is creating changes within the form or in the creation itself. So now let me just back up and let's put like a real life scenario here. So you're working on whatever it is. It can be a relationship, it can be a business, it can be something, you're writing a book, and you're writing it like as the manifestor, the magician. So you're stepping into the frequency of what that would be in source. So what is it to be a magician in the frequency of 963? And then what are you creating from that space? In that, everything is shifting and changing because you're reflecting on the outcome or the attachments that when we start to create something, a lot of times we're like, ooh, this is what it's going to be. And we start to create looping cycles. You're actually staying in the shift and allowing whatever is being created to constantly be up leveled. Okay, this is really good. Then we're going to what you're not seeing. So this is mastery level of the 8. So you have 2 8s. Which is also another manifesting magician. All right, so what I'm seeing is it's kind of that frequency where, like, this is the image I was getting. So I was getting this image of somebody driving a car, and then there's people in the back seat, and you know where you're going because you're just listening to your inner guidance. And then the people in the back seat are like, no, you were supposed to turn back there. No, you're supposed to do this. It's their back street seat driving, right? And you start to wonder, like, oh my gosh, am I going the right way? Because everybody else is telling me I'm not. But something in you just takes over. And no matter what your ego is saying, you can't stop being in the frequency of the magician or in the frequency of source. And you trust that over the doubt in your head. So you just keep driving. That's what I'm getting. It's just keep driving. Even when everybody is telling you you're going the wrong way, just keep driving. Okay. So you're getting the 9, which is the ability to master the matrix, to master the interference. It's also a space of power. And it's kind of like, if we're at the 9, if we add the 2, then we move into the 11. So right now you're on the edge. Like, am I going to keep going and go all the way? Or am I going to get interrupted within the interference of the matrix? And this is saying, like, you got this. Just keep driving is the message that I'm getting. So we're just going to leave it at that. Okay, so let's go on to this is your co-creation space. Now that you're shifting into this new frequency pattern, and you're getting the 1. Okay. Okay, so this is the embodiment level of the 1. All right, so what I'm getting in this is that as you keep driving, releasing the interference, like just plowing right through, right? I'm just going to keep going. And In this image, I see you still in the car, and it's almost like you it's almost like the optical illusion, like, oh my gosh, the road is going to end. But then as you get to the place where it's about to end, it keeps extending, it keeps extending. So you're really driving in pure, I don't want to use the word faith here, but kind of that frequency of knowing that the road is always going to be there, even though you can't see it. And this co-creation space is teaching you that that is your new way of living. Just keep trusting that the road will keep extending. And in that, you're always going to be given the next right step. Is all you have to do is keep driving and stay open and curious. And eventually it's going to tell you to turn left or right or stop or turn around. So just keep driving. The next right step is there, and it will always give you your next right step. I'm just going to leave it at that. And this is like, and the next right step isn't something that happens in your mind. It happens in your body. Like you just know, oh, I'm supposed to go here. So listen to your intelligent body, the quantum body. Your quantum body is literally a transmission of frequency. Follow the frequency of source, and you will always be given the next right thing of the creation. So here is your three, which is, so you had your three here, and then you go across, and now you're getting the avatar or the three DMT code, which is creation, but it's also the architect. So it's the ability to create the blueprint. So you are literally in creation of a blueprint when you hear or you know the information of where to go, you're laying out the map of how you did it. So keep driving. Okay, then we're going to go to particles of possibility, which is the 4, the embodiment, or no, this is the mastery level of the 4. I've like, when I first saw this, I just felt like this explosion of something that it's like almost like, okay, let's go back to the car scenario. So you're listening to the information, and then it's creating this blueprint, and then all of a sudden, boom, you see what is actually being created. And it's so much better than what you thought, right? It's so much better. And you're just looking around going, oh my gosh, is this really my life? Oh my gosh, is this really happening? It's that kind of frequency because you are so in the creation and so much into the faith and the trust that the road will keep extending. And you're just listening. You're so fine tuned. Okay, I just need to listen to where to go. In that it's creating a blueprint that created something that was so beyond your imagination that it's blowing you away. Okay, let's keep going. Okay, and whatever this is, it's going to totally change your life. Is totally going to change your life. I'm just going to leave it at that because I'm really curious on what these next cards are going to be, but this is life changing right here. Okay, so you just got the 22 to end it, which is being in the mastery of creation. This is literally your roadmap of how to master whatever it is you're in creation of or you're working on. And you're gonna do it, right? Let's see what DMT code is. Okay, you got double 22s to end with. So this is your roadmap. You are the magician and the frequency of 963. And from there, you learn how to create through that frequency as the magician, which allows you to consistently shift and change whatever it is that you're working on, knowing that just keep you just so you just it's saying just keep driving. And then when you feel like you're looking ahead and the road is ending, you just trust that the road is going to keep extending, and it does. And in that, as it keeps extending, and there's moments in there where that's the only thing you're focusing on is just overriding the mind and the optical illusion that the road is going to end. But then all of a sudden you'll get a download and it's like, do this, and you do it, and it starts to create a blueprint that is going to create something that is so beyond your imagination. It's going to totally change your life. And you are going to step into what it is to be in mastery of creation. Okay, let's go ahead and code you. So just shutting your eyes and connecting into that quantum heart center, activating your entire body to that frequency of 963, turning on the quantum experience of your body, attuning to that white blue light. And then we'll activate DMT codes 8493522. Feeling that activate from the DNA of every cell of your body as it moves into your quantum technology, upgrading your software system, allowing you to step into that master creator to create beyond your wildest dreams. Sending you so much love, great big hug. Until we meet again.